Now let's do part D, which is asking about that second requirement. That second requirement wants to have, or says that you can have no more than 60% starch. And you're given a little hint on there. Your hint, your percent glucose plus percent starch has to equal 100%. So you can break that down to x plus y equals y, where x could be your amount of glucose, and that could be your amount of starch. You need a second equation here, because you have to find x or y in this case here. You do have a few values, though, that you can work with. So you know the heat released per gram of candy, right? We have, I'll write that out. So heat released per gram. So for candy, the value we calculated was 17.635 kilojoules per gram. Okay. I'll just get another marker here. See all of that, okay? Kilojoules per gram. Now, we also know the one for glucose is equal to 15.547 kilojoules per gram, and the one for starch equals 19.426 kilojoules per gram. That was given in part A, that was calculated in part B. So we know that the heat that is released for the candy is going to be equal to the heat released, whatever percentage comes from glucose, whatever percentage comes from starch. So X amount of the heat of glucose plus Y of the heat of starch. Those are our other equations. So we could sub in now. Say you want to put, I did X, doesn't matter which one, X equals 1 minus Y. So this now becomes 1 minus Y Q glucose plus Y Q starch. If you work all of this out, just be really careful with all your values. These are the values you're using in this equation. If you pair them all with the same units, you end up with a value of Y of 0.54, which gives you a value of X of 0.46. So if you want to make sure that your starch was not 60% or more, here it's telling us that our starch is only 54% of the total. Therefore, yes, we meet the second requirement.